Joining me right now is Bryce Eddy, the host of The Bryce Eddy Show. Bryce, thank you for joining me.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Glad to be here.
We just spoke a little bit off screen about the cold Civil War. Tell us your thoughts on what's going on right now.
Well, a lot of people imagine things through the paradigm of what we remember through history, right? And right now we are in a civil war. It's just the different generations of warfare are unique to people, right? Generation 1 warfare is like Braveheart, run across the field at each other, hack each other's swords. Gen 2, rifling made distance possible, so we're lobbing bombs at each other, shooting over a great distance, trench warfare, that kind of thing. Third generation is World War II, right? Interrupt the enemy supply lines, fast, get behind the scenes, that kind of stuff, right? And then now we're in fourth and fifth generation warfare, which is what we've been seeing with Donald Trump lawfare, wrecking people's businesses, the cancel culture, attacking enemies' ideals. All that stuff is happening right now. Now, eventually, and my hope and prayer is that it doesn't go kinetic, but normally that's the kind of evolution of something like that. And so we're in the midst of that right now.
And what comes next? What is the end result if it does not go back to the way it should be?
Well, we're witnessing kind of the fracturing and the end of the republic right now. And I don't know that we'll recover to be back what we were, but I think we'll emerge potentially through the ashes. And I think that's what we're all fighting for here. Community is going to get us through it, though. But you will see a massive interruption of just business and lifestyle and all the things that we've known. But if you have tight communities, you'll survive.
Now, what is fueling this? What is the main thing behind this current period that we're in?
So, the battle, I know you had Dr. James Lindsay on and guys like that are looking at communism and socialism and all that stuff. I think that's the sales pitch, and I think he'd probably agree. For what we see as the vision of the globalists is really feudalism 2.0. They want us to be slaves, they want us to be serfs, and they want to have all the power for themselves. So the battle is really against the globalists.
Now, so in terms of our government, though, that's not something the people would like to hear, obviously. So what do you think it is about them that makes them keep advocating for these things that the people that are technically supposed to put them into power would hate, actually? Why do they keep moving farther to the left on that?
Well, the most of this stuff, at least with the useful idiots, right? The people that are out there in the streets advocating for egalitarianism and equality and DEI and all those sort of things, those folks are unaware of what they are doing because, of course, life is not going to be better for them, but it's animated by envy. All you have to do is stir up envy in a culture and you start to see this foment. And then, of course, the people that want to accumulate power for themselves are happy to let them do that. And, of course, those revolutionaries will be shot at the end of the day.
So right now, so many people feel powerless. There is a lot of mobility right now, but people still sort of deep down feel like they're helpless. What can people do right now to fight back in the culture war, at least, in this period of time?
Yeah, so we have a generational problem, right? And generational problems require generational solutions. So, I'm advocating for people to get married, make great kids, get busy and form community, right? That's how we're going to get out of this stuff is by, a real revival. We need Jesus Christ back in our nation. He needs to be on the throne, preeminent. Get busy, get married, have kids, raise them up in the way that they should go. We can survive that way.
Now, do you see a revival happening in that regard? Are you seeing people turning to faith, even though the period of time we're living in is obviously very chaotic?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the time right now to be rebellious, it means you're a Christian. If you're a Christian conservative, you're a rebel now. And I see that in an amazing way. And you're seeing high school kids are trending, at least the high school boys are trending more conservative. And I'm not worried if the girls are not, because you start to have strong men in a culture again, the women will follow. And so I'm very optimistic.
Great. Before we let you go, where can people watch The Bryce Eddy Show?
I'm on all of the podcast networks. I'm on Salem's network, so we're everywhere, wherever you're going to find podcasts, and then on Rumble.
Great. Thanks so much for joining me, Bryce.
Thank you.
Thank you.